let's not waste any time and let's delve into this. Dive, I don't care. So basically, the challenge about this run we're doing is that I'm on the hardest difficulty, as you just saw me click on, and basically I'm going to go for the secret ending. You can't do it on the easiest difficulty, you can do it in the normal, but people playing normal because the game levels up with you. So I get reduced XP, and I can only get XP from doing missions, killing people who attack me, shit like that. But the main way to earn XP is by embracing, which you feed on
12
people.
dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
This soundtrack, holy shit. Oh, Leon Christou's online. He's probably going to tune in.
Death.
Right. On the hardest difficulty,
was plucked from the sacred tree.
we are dramatically
Mortality was
underleveled,
believed to be God's
and a few levels is a big problem.
a righteous
And
snare
you usually have to
keep
sacrifice
mankind
people,
from ascending to the
get to know them,
stars.
level them up, and feed on them to get enough XP to meet the level requirement. Or I cannot feed on people, so leveling up is going to be hard.
A true punishment.
That's how you get the secret
would be
ending.
to never
Do not feed on
know
anyone.
this sweet kiss.
I've not really seen anyone do it on the hardest difficulty. I mean, I've seen them do it on normal, but the game levels you with you on normal. And on easy mode, it's basically walk here, talk to this guy, punch this dude once, GG. And here we are, Mr. Jonathan Reed, Doctor, Champion of Murder, something like that. I played this game once, massacred everybody, the usual, paid no attention. Then one of my friends, whilst she stayed over mine for a while, she played the entire game when I slept throughout the entire fucking day, so I missed out on that. I don't remember much about the game, but I enjoyed my time with it. But I was looking for a game to play, heard the soundtrack, and I was like, you know what, let's make this into a challenge run. I know how to do it. And now we are reborn as a leech. Well, vampire. We just gotta follow the blood, because we are craving. I do not know if we need to feed to complete the transition, but there's no way around it, so this one doesn't count. It's a fucking cutscene anyway. We don't earn any XP from it, so it doesn't fucking count. So if anyone comes in here saying the run is over, go fuck yourself. That is bullshit. I can't do nothing about it.
sorry, brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God.
Oh no. We just ate our sister. But she deserved it. You'll see why later on. Fucking bitch. She's fucking dead.
This horror. It's a nightmare.
This run will be a nightmare. You already called it, pal. Thank you.
No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
This is the zero embrace run. Wait, stop. Why? I'm no threat. Just don't get in my way. Time to take control.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
So what was a nightmare? Doing the Messiah run and Outlast 2. Fucking hell.
This can't be happening. No! Please! Stop! I mean you no harm.
Go, go, go.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Bastards. Kill that thing!
Hello
Who
there,
are
pal.
you? Stay back!
Die.
But you left me no choice.
That is probably going to be the easiest fight we'll have all game.
Who are you?
Stupid beast!
So we're going to hit him, he's going to parry us, I'm going to dodge back.
Look at it!
Aha.
Not like kindling!
Sorry.
Because that dust causes blight, poison.
Stupid beast!
No, please, stop.
Burn!
Who are you?
Filthy piece of shit!
That's just not nice.
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Help me, I don't want to embrace this
Please,
run.
listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
Do it yourself, coward.
The sun.
We're going to take a second
like it's
to let our
burning me to
health
the bone.
regen, because there's a fight around the corner. I think it's the crossbow dudes, but we don't have the dash dodge, so we've got to time it.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Over there! Right now!
Let me go!
Ooh! Try that again, bitch. Succeeded.
I need to find shelter.
Your life has been claimed.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Let's go back in time. I didn't do anything.
Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Will I though? Oh, let's read up on some lore. Can't go through there yet. Leeches are basically vampires. They do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught underneath in the sun. It hurts them really good, and the leader of the vampire hunters, blah blah blah, basically tied a vampire to a tree and let him stay in the sun all day, but when the sun went down he started to heal slowly, so he just chopped his head off, and now they use fire as a weapon.
I had better remain here until nightfall.
Why isn't there a drawer to loot around here? Aha! 5 shillings. Buying supplies will be our best bet this run, instead of just leveling up. Ooh, what's in here? Bottle of alcohol. Speaking of which, I've got this can next to me. We'll crack that open soon. That's an enemy later on in the game, but this one's dead. Thank God, because they are ruthless. They use blight. They're like a lesser form of vampire.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it in shadow takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Well, it's mine now.
That's impossible.
He remembers that they looted him and he was dead. And he's like, wait a minute, how do I remember this if I'm dead? Wait, how am I alive if I was dead? So, it's got some logic to him.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
That's not how you turn into a vampire in this game.
No! I still have so much to accomplish.
Basically, you drink their blood, you die.
I still have
voila,
so much
reborn.
left that needs doing.
However, some vampires are that weak when they transform somebody, they turn into ghouls, which are basically mindless eating fanatics. Something like that. Geezer shot himself in the head.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
One bullet.
No, it never got easy.
pick up this journal. Bad sleep, coughed all night, fever, delirious, medical shovel, maybe I can ask for some work, needs medicine, talk to man, flu coming back, gave me work, little last night, foundry been closed, no jobs nearby. London, groceries, drugs, no trains, whole day to go down the Thames and back, seemed better, maybe it was a soup. Becca threw up after she ate, she's frail, makes me wanna cry, wants to eat meat, where the fuck do I find meat? Just become a cannibal, there's bodies in the streets. She would rather die with a nasty smell. Ooh. Just attacked me. That's the woman downstairs. So he probably killed her and then killed himself. Shit way to go that. So the girl down there who had the watch is called Becky. Never knew that.
This
More you
makes
learn.
no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
It's our turn to shoot
Rational
ourselves.
thinking only.
That's it. The run is over. Tune in next time. Now we get the opportunity to level up. This is what I remember. When I played this game, I killed everybody and just did the main missions. Didn't really explore, didn't do side quests. Ate everybody. Even then I was underpowered at the end. But I didn't care to find out who they were.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
As it is, as mad as the moon, who changes blood in sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Vampiric skills. This is our healing. We can't level up without it. Right. My favourite thing to use is the claws. However, not many people in this game have shadow resistance. So it's the best bet, but I think it's the most boring, but might as well go for it. Yeah, we'll continue from there. Cool thing about this game, the more evil
Voice
you
in my
become.
head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
More evil you become by destroying places, your eyes change. And this is how we learn how to do the dodge dash.
My head's spinning.
I don't see no loot around us.
It's locked.
Well, that red means it's locked as well, so it won't let us go back. Oh wait, I forgot. We're in the tutorial, that's why. Aha, the posture bar. Used to knock people down so we can feed.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Die, vermin!
A strength I never knew I had. Shouldn't be possible.
Get my ass kicked. A bit rusty.
Rescinding every fiber of my being is a fire.
I almost died.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Breathing isn't living, you know as they say. Alright, we're good to go. So, let's advance. Quarantine. We don't need to read this. We live in an open pandemic. Ourselves. That's one thing that got me hooked up on this game when COVID first started. So I predicted it. Just gotta wait for the dude to kill Patient Zero, the first ever geezer who had COVID, and it'll be all over and done with. King and country needs you.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
On full blood, so we don't need to feed on any more rats. One more thing, dodging in this game makes you travel faster than sprinting or running, but I'll show you the problem with it.
The dizziness from the jump.
Oh,
I can now
not this
control
time.
it.
Hey, shillings. What's over here? Nothing.
What will London have to say to me?
Is that shillings I see? Ah.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Oh, in the safe zone, so we can't fucking dash.
streets of London become a mausoleum?
Beats look a bit grimmy there, pal.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
One way to find out, pal.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone?
Let's unlock this little hideout. I forgot, let's equip the pistol. You see, firearms are broken in this game. You'll eventually see why. What's in this bin? Looking for a way to mock my colour, hate myself, crying like a girl, insult me, hate myself, swim like a boy when they're gone, hate myself, hating my parents, hate myself, I'm smiling when customers call me Sabrina, I hate myself, never find the coach to tell time how I truly feel, I hate myself. That is deep! Right, this blood's quality thing, we gotta pay no attention to this. Basically, the more you find out about somebody, more XP you get when you embrace somebody, when you feed on them and take their XP. But we're not doing that, so. The only thing about this that we care about is the health status. Good thing about the run we're doing, when we help people, it gets sanitized, healthy. It's good there. But the more evil deeds we do, more like it goes serious, critical. We can't let that happen because when it enters hostile, it's impossible to get the place good again. And the only way to destroy the community, I think, is by doing shit like this, killing the pillar, the person who's the centre of the community. And there's a little cool thing where, oh, the blood leads us into here.
At last, a little life.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
A long night?
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
What about these murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
And the leads?
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Okay. Let's say I'm looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is it?
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
Okay, I need to meet him.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir...
Yes?
No funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Don't need to ask what this place is. It's obviously like some sort of fucking tavern. And how long he's been here. Don't need to know that if he's still here. Can ask him my fucking self.
It's a good thing you can.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Obviously,
Slowly,
there's a vampire.
vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present
Zero kill run. Zero base run.
I need
I'm not for
a
it.
word.
As long as I can talk to you. If you're in the streets, I kill you.
Anyone.
XP. In the name of Jesus.
That's something I can do
What
for
the
you.
hell?
And who might you be?
You first, dickhead.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting me.
Molesting.
In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I'm not a vampire. Actually, yeah, I'm a victim.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What do you know?
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
Sure.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this.
I'm a
What are your
vampire,
intentions
you're a
if you
human.
find the killer?
I don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Okay then, bitch. I'm gonna take your shillings. Thank you. You've just been robbed.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Let's ask the barman.
Not long ago.
Welcome back. Did you find what you
I
were
used to
after?
be a
I
bartender,
can't say
so
I have.
we all know
Are you
everything.
sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think you're hiding something.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Okay. What about you, sir?
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Okay.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
What about you, miss?
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea.
I want the
He's
truth.
not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened?
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about him.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Sherlock Reed.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given
You
me
again?
a laugh.
By doing
can
this,
I
we're
do
earning
for you?
XP, so it's worth it.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
69.9 XP.
There's gotta be
Nice.
something can be done to get out of this.
Can we dash it? Oh,
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
Britain's working together. Skilled engineer, trades, musicians do not suffer wages. The firing line. Oh, another thing. Here's the pier.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
pick up this note.
What's this? Some sort of note.
Oh my column. Multiple deaths in Docks region. Nasty leech involved. Beasts purge it quickly. Vampires violent, cautious. We lack men here. Don't send ruckus. We've got a frenzied one killing each night. A search abandoned places first. Houses, basements, sewers, and warehouses to shred leech brothers.
These men. They're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Look at examine his outfit first.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Vampire hunter?
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Same gazer who killed him.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
No need to reach it when we can do this. Yeet. Oh yeah, you can see people through walls using this vision. Forgot about that. Let's creep up behind him. Creeper. Oh me. GG, you bitch. Give me the ammo. There we go.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
You ever known McCullum to be wrong about anything? Right. No time I can remember.
We won't use the pistol for now. Stockpile ammunition.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Bunny.
Because we have nothing right now. Shillings. Supplies. Is that more shillings? Indeed. The only reason we don't spam dodge when we are travelling around now is because you move too fast, the game can't load the areas by the time you get there, so you hit loading screens, so that is not good news. Is that another box? Oh, it's empty. Sneak around him.
I like their screams when you burn them alive.
Get me, bitch.
Over there!
Oh, that did nothing to him. Is this the shotgun? Ah, I remember. How many shotgun shells do I have? 2. Okay.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again. See them fancy clothes? This one's top! Shit! You'll pay for that! Stay!
heal from that too.
I'm cold. There's nothing here. It's back to a warm fire. You're mine, vermin!
You know what, I might get used to the shadow thing after all. Bite them, place it down, dodge back, bait them into it. Right, should be a bit more loot in this factory somewhere. Aha. Bullets and bullets. Practice and tactics. I know some of our companies consider best advantage to fight against leakers is that they can't go out during the day, hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake because vampires are clever and they are countless ruse and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps. To kill intruders, consider a most precious sanctuary. It will cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they are vulnerable when they hunt at night. Easier to attack them, easily spotted. Guide the premium must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt vampires, well, leeches. Smaller mobile guards, tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things in war in France. Equipment, weaponry, grenades, phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests and flamethrower is guide to embrace the 20th century. A new war by one of the leaders. Should be easy to get. GG. Pussy boy. Give me your fucking money. Okay. Oh, there's a button. Upgrades materials. Got nothing to recycle. Ah, the pistol can be upgraded to max. What about a shotgun? Same. Steak. No point leveling that up. Machete, no point leveling that up. It can only be level to level 2. We don't want that, we want something better. Okay. We don't want to spam dodge too much.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
It's this first, you see. I need a drink.
Two-handed weapon. You know what? Let's equip it. Machete and shotgun as the second. Right. I'm going to show you a sneaky little trick.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Quench my thirst. I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William,
This
please.
creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Basically, if we parry him as he goes to hit us, we'll knock him in his ass and we get a free bite. Okay. There we go. Timing was a bit off. Here, William. timing that answer. No, timing it wrong. There we go. Right. Come on and do something. There we go. Right. Starting to get a hang of this. I want to kill you by biting you. Okay. Never mind. The bludgeons, isn't that an offhand weapon? No, it's one-handed. Can be upgraded to max. Costs us a bit more stamina, but attack speed is a lot faster and does more damage, so we'll replace the machete with that. And we don't have any serums or any more abilities. One more. There we go. Any more loot? Yeah, there is. And that's all for the tutorial. It's only taken us an hour.
Not too late. William was an honourable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
What a bitch.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
If anyone's seen the originals, we're like Michael the Destroyer, you know, Vampire.
Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful. I'm sure he'll take good care.
Because we're feeding
You'd best
on
come as
strong.
well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
And now, we need to take a blood sample.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
let's get this over and done with. Got a few minutes to wait. They're gonna just talk it out, give us offers, shit like that. But this is pretty much the tutorial over.
Where are we
so
headed?
We're gonna get
We're
started
on our way
in
to the
main
Pembroke
game.
Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted.
I'll be back in a
woman?
moment.
What? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a... good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
I have returned.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Now, the game will try to teach us about
It's not what we have.
embracing,
What
but
we
we
haven't.
didn't know that.
It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
I've got
immediately.
medical-
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I hope not.
You can do better than that. Nah.
Welcome to Lee, you dickhead.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
We got enough XP to level up like once or twice.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Come here, you dickhead. On any other playthrough, I would just kill him for talking to me like that. But he got lucky.
The dance of life and death.
I'll spare you for now.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Merciful release. That's if you spare him at the start. I never have. I guess my friend, when she played this game, never did as well. Or else I'd have that achievement right now. Off we go.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
I will. Watch and learn, kiddo. I am the superior one. I'm the chosen one. Hello.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton.
Yeah,
to
I
bring
almost
back
hate him for
immediately.
talking to me disrespectfully.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
Is
Your office
Dorothy
has
from
been
The Wizard
prepared.
of Oz? Off to find the Wicked Witch. I got a few questions.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Let's find out a bit about Dr. Swansea.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Yeah, he knows me more than him.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
I've only just met him though.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is Sutton. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
That's all I need to know. How is the dude who we saved?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Where's my room?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Let's loot the place. Glass files are always welcome. Can we loot these big boxes? No? Okay. What does this sign say? Take any more patients, hospital full.
Another night. Surely I can endure another night.
Who the fuck is this?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Tell me about the staff.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
What about the management?
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
What's the situation here?
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
People are important.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Let's change that by keeping people alive.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
This is Milton, isn't it?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ooh, let's see.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Right, I've got 75 shillings. Let's see. Two bullets for 2 shillings. Doing that. So how much does R12 cost? 36? Yeah, I'll take that. Glass vials sell for 1 each. We can stockpile those.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult. Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that
Little
captain
hiccup.
fella.
Let's speak to this chick right here.
Good evening, nurse.
It's
I'm
a
Dr.
MILF.
Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Yeah, that's all I need
Goodbye,
to know.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I think there's another dude that sells stuff around here. I think he's out back though.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
We're just gonna get to know people.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Not much I can do right now.
The pain.
Oh, you're alive.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
The pain. It's here again.
Let's look at the notice board. Prevent disease. Do not cough in public. This game's basically a COVID simulator. Okay. Hawkins, we've already spoken to him. If my memory serves me right, there's a bit of loot in this back room. Or you just feed on people in here. Small bottle. I think we can decompose that. Well, deconstruct. Anyone back here? No? Let's through this door then.
I'm sorry.
Oh, these lockers can be looted.
It's locked, all right.
Long letter. Hello sis, how are things? Who's it from? Someone's basically passed away. Ah, it's about Peeper, okay. So, I think one of their family members have passed away. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I'm gonna kill you for that. That's Peeper. A few more people to speak to. This is what made me fall off this game a little bit, but all the talking, but it's not too bad. Dorothy Crane, we already know her. Who's this guy?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Just gonna introduce ourselves, that's it. Let's look at these two.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'll speak to your son then.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Okay. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Okay. We can feed on him already.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words.
I think he has a daughter. I'm not sure.
As for me,
Move! I want to get to that cupboard. Okay, I'll just wait. Aha! Prick.
I will not let you down.
These glass vials are mine now. Any more shillings we can spend? Because I know this dude is like a merchant out here.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used
Guardian?
to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Let's trade.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Formula. Opium, codeine. Gonna need that formula if we want to sanitize the hospital. Basically, let me go here and show you. Yeah, we're healthy right now. We want it sanitized. Basically, even when healthy, there's a chance that enemies spawn in. But if it's, you know, like sanitized, there'll be no threat. And he's tired. So we'll look to make something to get rid of his fatigue. Oh, what's he? Missing money. Ah, something about Milton, okay. Blackmail material. Shillings. Yeah, we're gonna really want that formula. That'll help us help people. And when we help people, the location gets better. When we feed people, it plummets. We've already seen that poster. And when we help people, it gets better. And the better the place. When it's sanitized, that means there's no enemies in the area. But if it's hostile, that means there's enemies everywhere. And we want to do the good ending, so we've got to sanitize the entire place, I believe. Dead end.
Not now.
Not now, okay. I think there's a saw blade around here that we can use as a weapon. Dead end. So, more we find out about people, more XP we get. If we feed, but I'm not sure if that means if we don't feed, which we won't be feeding, obviously. Embracing. Cheap gin. We got a drinker on the job. I think this is about that soldier downstairs with the burnt face. Yeah. Heavily burnt by a bomb during the war. Scars are clean. Nerve damage, that's what gives him pain, maybe? If we ask him about it, we can help him, I believe. Yeah, there's the saw blade. I believe we can level this up to max, yeah. 200 damage maxed out. We'll probably go for a two-handed weapon for that max damage. And if we time our parries right, everyone should be fucked up.
I cannot enter.
So these three live in there. Oh, has it got my name hooked up?
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Ha ha ha, it's a funny joke. Now, let's look a bit swag. And this is how we get the DLC items. You basically got to pay for it. The only reason I bought it to give us a little boost during this run. I believe that's the powerful when they're maxed out. Saw blades does 200 damage and it's one-handed weapon. Does more than 200 or even on par with 200, I like it. Because I think it has the same moveset as the saber, which you can't get into a lot later on. So that'll be the best moveset. The saber can catch people when they like move around. Like clip them. Whilst if you use like a handed weapon that slices up and down, if they go to the sides, you'll probably most likely miss. We just got to be careful doing this run. Got to prepare, bring vials, yeah. I'll probably learn how to make syringes, carry musicians, increase my pocket size so we can carry more, and we'll be good to go. We just want to stockpile right now. Ooh, look at that outfit. He's basically trying to help us out. And there should be something around here to know more about vampires. Econ, that's what we are. 25 shillings? Well, I'll be damned. We bought all the ammo we can for now. Ah yes, there's a quest we can do for this.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
10 glass vials. Fuck you know. Article and icons. Let's read this. No investigations right now. The docks. Analyze blood. Yeah, okay. Rare opportunity, privilege to approach a vampire to observe physical, psychological traits. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all actions. Keenest senses, react quicker than an immortal. Alarm, surprise, flee. How vampire moves so quickly it's almost vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow the movements because they're that quick. Teleport or dematerialize out the plane of existence. It's only supernatural speed for me. Cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, jump longer and faster than us. I also noticed that speed terms exhaust them, so they're bound to physical limitations. Capacity to force a mortal to obey them. Nothing to do with a mortal object. Mental state, the vampire can bond mortal's life to the will. Can even break a mind. Permanent damage will be, because fracture target psyche requires time to master when we're progressing into the game. I think we can mesmerize people to as an option, but not to feed on them, so we will need to focus on that at some point. It can implant a false memory, erase a painful one. Possibilities are endless and frightening. Vampires crave blood. Restrain themselves from drinking every drop of blood as they can. Need blood to function and to express the full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, and if he cannot die of hunger or thirst, this urge, this need for blood, explain why a vampire is aroused by it. A vampire can that blood sometimes blind them, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, and supposedly clean weapon. Vampires can even, mortal can clean blood when he's ill. That is, he can even sense diseases, inflicted clothes, and we need room. Should we medical implications to almost make us believe? Right, just basically telling us everything we need to know. Well, everything we already know. So I feel like we're wasting a lot of time reading that. But it was interesting nonetheless. Analyze his blood. And just like that, we can make syringes. However, we need hycorite solution. I don't even know how to pronounce that, not even going to attempt it. But we will deconstruct these for glass vials. 200. What about the hacksaw? 200. Bludgeoned. 200. What's the max damage for this? Looks like we're definitely using a two-handed weapon, but Dragonbane, ancient sword. Ooh.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
can't make these. Yes, we have something for fatigue. We just need some plant and hypochlorite solution. Okay. We'll activate our weapons. Barker pistol 54 45 160. Fucking hell. We'll equip the DLC pistol. I think it's like a 2-round burst, something like that. I don't know. The lore for the weapons are cool. This is owned by the leader of, you know, the old leader of the vampire hunters. He wanted to be buried with it just in case a vampire tried to trick him so he could just kill himself. What about this? Latin, Brothers of St. Paul's legacy. Legend says this blade's forged by an exile who left England. Past 3 generations, defeat a hostile creature. The sword was supposedly. Few copies have been made, but this is the true original Dragon Blade. So we've got the OG weapon. But we want more damage, so we'll go for the shotgun. 8 shotgun shells, yeah, that would do us. Just should not spam it. Right. We want to upgrade the bike. Can't unlock bullets or syringes yet. Needs at least a few levels. Level 10 to get these. Okay. Look at that. I always use the rage, 200 damage, but these do dramatically a lot more, but I love the rage. It attacks multiple enemies. This just inflicts so much damage on one. No reason to get that. 300 is 300. Then increase the damage of bite by 100. Heal. Blood. Increase blood capacity. We can focus that later on. But get more blood when you bite. Well, we get a decent amount and there's rats everywhere, so we don't have to worry about that. Life regeneration. Someone bites someone, heal for 5%. How much is it maxed out? 50%. So it's not too dramatic, but we want 100% more damage, obviously. So we'll buy this. Defense. Create invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. Costs nothing. And it can absorb 1 hit. Right, leveled up. 2 hits. 2 hits. 3 hits. This costs. This doesn't. I think we're going to need blood barrier. Congratulations. You will block your targets, but making them defenseless. Gain blood. Target cost. You control for them for 10 seconds there, but you gain blood if you go for this. You don't gain blood if you go for that though. But you control them longer. We'll probably go for that. Defensive barrier, how much does that cost? We can absorb 1 hit. 600. I'd rather get health and stamina up right now. 50 more health, that's like a hit, so yeah. It's 300 for that as well. So level 3 is 600, so I think it'll be the same for this. Goes up by 15%, got you. This is stamina. Yeah, we'll leave it as that. I'm confident we can take most things on. In the general
If I'm
area.
to stay here, until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Hello, Dorothy.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
There's nothing here.
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products
This
can
hat
be
covers
used in a
our
pinch
hillbilly
instead.
trim.
Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way, then. Thank you, nurse.
We got any more missions? No. Okay. Let's head over. Shotgun and sword. Yeah, I'm confident we can do this little dungeon with these weapons. Let's see.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Level 6. Stone. Shot. Oh, he's biting me. Shoot him again. It won't let me lock on. What's going on with the game? There we go. Take that, dickhead. That was a disaster. Has my shotgun been reloaded? Yeah, it has. Ah, it's not the best. I'd rather focused on posture damage, so I can interrupt them. What's up here? Nothing? Okay. Just brought that wagon, fucking hell. Fat twat. Zoom! We missed. I got you as well. Yeah, let's reload. Let's heal. Lead stick. Blood samples. Milton and Pippa forever.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
What does that head mean again? Ah yes, bring Milton's wallet back. I'm aware we've not spoken to everyone in the hospital, but oh well. What's back here? Anything behind the counter? No? Okay. Wasn't the street? Nobody. Nada. Oh, what's this? Bullets, yes. We've got max amount of bullets on us right now. What's this? Contagious disease. Yeah, this is a dead end. I get some grease and screws. I can live with that. Yeah. Okay, let's enter. I'm probably gonna run this run here, end this run here. I'm getting a bit tired. I've never seen the best ending, so it should be a treat if we make it through. Whew. Let's just walk. Can't be arsed fighting right now. Yeah, let's go in this hallway. I think that's an elevator right now. Yeah, that's the run so far, folks. Hope you enjoy. Good night.